For the last 27 years, I've had the honor and pleasure of working with Governor Schwarzenegger in creating unique, very rare and special items which we can use to auction and raise money for the After School All-Stars. This piece is the masterpiece of those 27 years. It's the White House. It's 1/60th scale, using the actual blueprints from the White House to create. It took over 1 year to make. Hand carved. There's over 200 individual pieces hand carved. We first make the humidor, we line it in Spanish cedar, and then I beg my carver to intricately micro carve each one of the pieces, literally standing for hours in front of the desk. But we got it done, and it is something that I'm extraordinarily proud of. But what makes this very, very special is every time I make a humidor, the governor says, "Daniel, why isn't it full of special cigars?" And look what we have inside. We have the White House banded cigar. We have each president represented. Each tray is over 120 cigars. Each one has a very, very old vintage cigar band, and the beautiful bands were created in Holland by a 200-year-old printing press, which makes it in the same way they did it hundreds and hundreds of years ago, using gold, actual dust. It's a fantastic process. It's a work of art. They're the most famous band-making factory in the world. These are one-of-a-kind cigars, never sold, makes it a very special collectible piece. I know all of you will appreciate what goes into making this over the last year, and I'm confident it will raise major money for the After School All-Stars program.
So Arnold, that went for $150K, and Arnold sat down with Daniel Marshall, our cigar man here, and he said, we gotta outdo it. So they've created this. This is the White House Humidor. Over 200 carved pieces were into this. This thing, Juan Rosia, everyone's favorite Colombian artist, actually painted the windows on this. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. You've seen it, it's massive. You open it up, here's something, I know, thank you. My Price is Right girl's right there. So in this humidor, 365 cigars rolled by Carlos Fuentes for Daniel Marshall. Now, when I was talking to Daniel, he says right now, particularly in Europe, these cigars are going for around $500 a pop. So do the math, that's $150,000 worth of cigars in here. Even better, you can see the band was painted, and all the paintings are based on these 6 presidents. Why these 6? Why George Herbert Walker Bush, JFK, Reagan, Lincoln, Washington, and the bull moose himself, Teddy Roosevelt? Because they're the 6 presidents who inspired Arnold. So you will also get the replica paintings. Those are the portraits from the White House. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like this is the Price is Right. This is the showdown. This is it. The humidor, 365 cigars, the 6 paintings. We're gonna start this off. Are you serious? $50,000. 50,000. How about 100? 100 over here. How about 150? We got 100 over here. 55. How about 100? Anyone for 100? We got 100 over here. 125. The cigars alone, $150,000. We're at 100 over here. Anyone at 125? Troy, I see you're halfway up there with the cigar. I'm feeling like it's a bit. Are we right? No? He's going to get a steal at $100,000. Ladies and gentlemen, anyone at 125? 125? What about you? 150? 150. 175? We're at 150. 175? 170. How about 200? Were you 175? We're at 200. Anyone at 200? Do we have 200? We're at 175 going once. 175 going twice. Over $150,000 in stogies. 180. 180. Do you want to bid at 181? Come on. This is not just to win something awesome. This is to help children, Christian. Can we get to 200? Zen, 200? A nod? 200 it is. Christian, 200 going once. It's 202 going once. 210, 220. 220, how about 250? Can we get to 250? If someone goes to 250, I'll call it. It's done. Go to 250, raise your hand, you get the stogies, you give me 5. Oh! Jen, you got outbid by your mom. Susan at 250, it's sold! I know. I feel like he's my Ed McMahon. All right.